Hi there, everybody. I'm a few days late, but this is Resurrection letter number 6 for this week. Dear Good Shepherd and friends, I hope you all are doing well. I don't say that just as a matter of convention. I really mean that. I hope you're doing well these days. Because it's tough these days. Life is tough. There's a lot going on in our lives and in our world. And the flood of information, people having something to say, people sharing their opinion, debating, arguing, it's all very overwhelming. And it's tough to shut it off. You can't really. If you turn off social media, your neighbors, friends, or family members are still talking. They all have opinions. Even if we agree with them, it's still sometimes too much to talk about all of what's going on all of the time. Sometimes maybe you just want to take the next exit ramp and get off the busy and overcrowded road for a while. But don't. Stick in there. Whether you know it or not, there are people around you who need you. They might not need to hear your opinion or whatever you think. They just need you. They need your face, your presence, your laugh, your hug, social distancely. They need your comfort, your encouragement. The other day, our son Tate wanted to make oatmeal pancakes. We make oatmeal pancakes at our house on occasion. It might sound strange, but don't knock it. It's good stuff. Jude could eat them every day, all day. Anyway, Tate had never made them by himself before. And he had to learn how to do it so that mom or dad didn't have to do it all the time. So I walked him through the process. In my mind, I had to sort out how I was going to do this. Do I just do it and let him watch? Maybe. Some people learn by watching. Or should I tell him what to do and then just walk away? Disaster in the making. No to that. Do I walk with him through the process? Yes, that's a better alternative. I can tell him what he needs, explain the steps, demonstrate where I feel I need to demonstrate, but let him go with it for the most part. Just with me there to offer pointers as someone who's done it before. So we began. He cracked an egg. Some of the shell got into the bowl. Had to fish that out. I stepped in to show him a good technique for doing that. When he mixed the egg, it was clear he had never done that before. I could have just let that one go and have him figure it out on his own, but that was tough to watch. So I had to step in and navigate through that. When we were adding ingredients, I walked him through what he needed. Since I don't really measure, I know some of you just cringed at that, I helped him to get a feel for the amount of oats, milk, salt, sugar, vanilla, and flour. I wanted him not just to measure the amounts and to do the recipe robotically. I wanted him to feel the recipe. I wanted him to have the openness to make it his own. So we walked through adding the ingredients and mixing them. He put in some vanilla, just 1 or 2 drops. Keep going, I said. Look at how much you're putting in. See how it starts to color the batter? When I told him to stop, I said again, okay, now look at how much you have put in. Get a feel for how much that is. Okay? And if you're making more batter, drop a little bit more in. I wanted not just to tell him what to do, but to teach him to observe what he's doing, to pay attention to what's going on. When it came time for cooking, he was all ready to pour the batter into the cold pan. No, wait, I interjected. We need to heat the pan first. So we turned it on and then waited. He was more eager to put the batter in the pan and not to wait, but I was there to remind him to wait and feel for when the pan was hot enough. When I walked away for a moment and he dumped the batter in, because I walked away without mentioning to put the oil in the pan first, he didn't do that. We both learned a lesson. First, I learned to make sure he knew the next steps he needed to take before I walked away. Second, we learned that you don't need to oil the pan for oatmeal pancakes. In the end, Tate had made good oatmeal pancakes. I walked with him through the journey, but they were his creation. He learned. It was good for both of us. I think this is how life and faith is for all of us. We are better when we are walking with those around us. Sometimes we are the ones in need of direction. Sometimes we are the ones mentoring, helping someone else. Sometimes it's both. Life is tough. The life of faith is tougher. We don't have it all figured out. I don't think we're supposed to. but we are supposed to walk with each other, journeying toward the heart of God, journeying deeper into who we are. You're probably needed by someone today. You might need someone today. It might be to help make pancakes. And let's be honest, more than making pancakes is going on here. We are not mechanical people who just live to do tasks. We are relational people made for companionship. That's how God created us. In the story of creation, the emphasis of our human identity is companionship and relationality. It's not good for man to be alone, God says in Genesis 2:18. On the one hand, this is about male and female companionship, but at a deeper level, this is about human companionship. We are not made to be individuals. We are made to be in community. And we're all made in the image of God. Something about being made in the image of God and our relationality go together. When we're walking with others in life, needed by someone, and feeling that need for someone, we're living our vocation as humans made in the image of God. This is how it was with Jesus, who was God in the flesh. He brought God's life and hope among us through being with us. That's the key word here in Jesus' life, with. Jesus didn't live to just tell us about how to be good religious people. He wasn't interested in religion at all. He came and showed us our humanity by being with us. That's how Jesus is known in the Gospel of Matthew, as God with us in Matthew 1:23. And according to Matthew's Gospel, Jesus is still with us as we are with one another. It happens as we live with others, giving of ourselves in love and service to one another. So let me remind you, friends, you are needed today. And let me remind you that you need others. It's good to admit that. Find someone who has ministered Jesus' presence to you in your life by walking with you through something, and thank them, and carry that forward. This is how we carry one another and how we know God is among us. In defiant hope, Pastor Kyle.